Newt, always wonderful to have you on the program. Your experience I will lean on heavily today. So if you could, tell me what you think of yesterday and how we got to the point where 6 Republicans crossed over with Democrats.
Well, 5 of the Republicans had already voted earlier that they thought it was okay. So they had a net gain of 1 from Louisiana. But first of all, I think the Democrats, as the party of Hollywood, did a great job putting together a video and then managed to convince us that this was a vote about whether or not January 6th was intolerable, unacceptable, and outrageous, as opposed to something about Donald Trump. Well, everybody is going to say, I think, that this was a totally unacceptable riot and that everybody who was engaged failed. So, but the Democrats very cleverly switched what the topic was. Second, I don't think I've ever seen as bad a defense team as the president sent up, but I have no idea what they thought they were doing. Wow. There's a good case to be made. I thought they were going to make it. And I think it's amazing that they only lost 1 Republican, given the absolute lack of a coherent defense.
I want to press in with that. No doubt you are seeing reports today, and of course we haven't heard directly from the former president, but we're seeing reports that President Trump was angry about how yesterday went in his defense. Your reaction to that?
Look, if I had been the defendant, President Trump or anybody else, and I'd watched on TV the difference in professionalism, preparedness, articulation by the Democrats, and the rambling, incoherent opening statement by the president's lawyer, I would have been beside myself. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't fire him sometime during the afternoon. It was that bad. And I think, you know, bad lawyers can lose good cases, and that's the danger here. The case basically, I think, is very hard for the left to make. The fact is that to say to 75 million Americans, we're going to dictate to you who you're allowed to vote for, is just not sustainable. It's not going to happen. But on the other hand, the Democrats are trying to scar up Trump to weaken him. And I think the long-term effect of that 6 months or a year from now will be virtually zero. Trump's greatest ally is Joe Biden, and every time Biden does something that is destructive, it further reminds the Trump voters why it's unacceptable to allow the Washington politicians to dictate to the rest of us.